Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where I take a look at the lectionary text, tie them to an item from the kids' room or the garage or junk drawer, or maybe from the Dollar Tree. So I am glad you are here, and this is for the second Sunday after Epiphany. I have to look at that using after or of, but it's a second Sunday after Epiphany. And we are looking at the gospel lesson. And this is a wedding at Cana, water into wine. Jesus' first miracle in the Gospel of John. And it's a doozy. Yeah, it's really one of those miracles that if you asked someone, hey, what are some miracles Jesus did? Walking on water and turning water into wine. That's I like, it's like the miracle is so well known that I roast coffee on the side, and it's Pastor John's Blessed Beans, and the tagline is turning water into coffee, and they and we see that, and it gets a chuckle because we know the miracle. And so the question is, how do we do this for kids? How do we talk about this miracle? So, one of the things to highlight, not maybe in the kids' sermon, maybe in the adult sermon, but is this idea that running out of wine in a wedding, at a wedding in the time of Jesus, would be shameful. It would be disgraceful. This is a 3 or a 4. It's a long party. I mean, they are partying. This is not just like a half an hour affair. This is days, and you plan for it. So to run out of wine, to run out of a beverage, but of wine, is disgraceful. And so here, Jesus is through the command of his mother, and maybe that's the children's sermon. Listen to your mom. No, that's not the children's sermon. It's always a good thing, but I wouldn't go that direction. So we've got this happening. We've got Jesus changing water into wine. And so last week I leaned on godly play, and I probably suggest doing the same thing as well, as walking through the story, talking about the story, wondering, I wonder what people thought when this water changed to wine. And it wasn't second-rate wine. I mean, this wasn't like, let's see, we're going to have, you could use, I'm trying to think of what example, generic versus brand name. That, and if I wasn't talking to kids, it'd be like, this is not a Mad Dog 2020 and, I don't know, some other. I don't pay attention to wine anymore. I stopped drinking 6 years ago. So, but you get the point. So godly play in spending time and wondering about that. I wonder what people thought. I wonder what I would think if I was there and this happened there. I wonder what the disciples thought. They hadn't been following Jesus that long, and I wonder. And to tell the story, there's a wedding going on, and people were celebrating, and then they ran out of wine. Everyone was sad because of this. And the person throwing the party, the host, would say, "Oh, what am I gonna do?" I wonder what he thought. And then I wonder how he felt when Jesus took this water and turned it into wine, really good wine, and everybody could continue the celebration. I wonder what Jesus' mom thought when this happened, and knew that she could say, "Hey, Jesus, they need your help." So those wondering things. The other springboard, and I'm still working on how to work with this, and this might be a larger conversation that happens in the sermon, but what can God do with what we bring to God? What can Jesus do with what we lay at the foot of the cross? What can Jesus do with the things we bring? And here in this story, this transformation of ordinary water into just bluntly holy wine is miraculous. And what makes us think that Jesus can't do the same with us? That we bring our normal, everyday stuff. You've heard the phrase say, what can God do with me? I am only. We've heard it in Jeremiah. I am only a boy. I am only a kid. I am only. And what Jesus and what God can do with that is miraculous. So those are some springboards. I'm hoping one of those you can hold on to and can be helpful in your own children's sermon. And as always, thank you so much for being in partnership in this ministry. I appreciate you so much. So thank you, and we will see you next week. And I hope your new year is starting off smashingly, or something like that. All right, peace. We'll see you next week.